Episode 4. Gus Beaudoin. Music and shenanigans.
Hello.
Dude, you wanted to come on the podcast for... I think you heard episode 1 with Kayden, and you were like, dude, you have a podcast?
Dude, you don't even know how, stoked I was. Because, podcast, I love me a good podcast.
It's just so goofy, dude.
It's so goofy, dude. And talking to you is always fire. And the fact that you had a podcast was the funniest thing to me. And I was totally down. And it's just set of fire. And we've been waiting for so long. And I'm so glad that I'm finally on the podcast. Dude, you know how much street cred I'm going to get from being on your podcast, bro?
Street cred?
It's going to be fire, dude.
Dude, do you remember, coding?
Oh my god, yeah, dude, coding... That we should have recorded some of that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And then, even some of the background voices.
Oh, and the kid that kept playing Nirvana, and the two seniors that did not care at all that sat next to us.
Oh, yeah. No, they were juniors.
Yeah. But still, dude, that class was fire.
One of those guys got into the Air Force Academy.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I would not think that they...
No, he wasn't trying at all.
Yeah, I know. That's fire. All right.
Yeah. You remember the one kid with the ukulele?
Oh my god, dude! I almost
playing this.
I almost passed. That class was insane, and there were kids. That class was ridiculous. You just be sitting there like. Dun, 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 dun. We'd be trying to. We'd be in the middle of finals, during finals period. He'd bring his ukulele. And he'd be like, does anybody want to hear Come As You Are by Nirvana? And everyone would be like, no. And he'd keep playing it. Dude, it's insane.
I think I hit that guy's car later.
Good. Honestly?
No, on accident. I think it was after prom, and I tapped
back into it a little
bit.
But
it's fine.
Dude, I got in a car accident in the parking lot the other day. Okay, can I tell you? This is the gnarly part. It was this sophomore. I'm friends with him with some of his friends, so there's not really any beef. Yeah, and it was the cop said that it was neither of our faults. That there was a guy parked illegally, we couldn't see each other. So I was there's nothing bad that came of it. But it came up to me the other day, and he was like, "Yo, so is there any damage to your car?" So we were going 15, and it was a head-on sort of deal. My car, the grill bent in. I went home that night, popped the hood, undid a screw, pushed the grill back into place, screwed it back in. There's actually zero damage on my car. And he comes up to me, and he's like, so what's up with your car? Is there any damage with your car? And I was like, nah, man, I'm completely fine. Turns out we hit a coolant, we hit the coolant reservoir and an oil line in his car, and his car does not run.
What's his car?
He was driving some Ascent or something, some Nissan nonsense. But dude, 99 Toyota Land Cruiser, zero damage at all. His car does not run anymore. It's insane, dude.
Did you hit him or he hit you?
We hit each other. We were going 15. And the cop looked at the footage and he was like, nobody's at fault.
You brought the cops in.
Well, I just talked to the SRO and I was just like, I got in an accident. What do you want me to do? And he looked at the tapes and he's like, you're good. And so it's gnarly because he has to pay he's paying mad money to fix his car too. And none of that's going to come out of me. And I got nothing. I went home and I buffed at a scratch. And my car was literally zero damage. It was insane. I feel kind of bad.
What a W car though.
Yeah, dude. And that's why you don't buy pieces of crap, man.
A Nissan nonsense.
Yeah, some Nissan nonsense, dude.
What if that's the name of the podcast? We scrap musician Nissan nonsense.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah. And I remember another car story. I'm gonna go off here a little bit, but I have another car story. Do you know Owen Ellington? You might know
so.
Him. But me and him are pretty good friends. And we gymmed together last year. And we saw this, we were just walking laps outside. It was the end of the year, and they were just do whatever. And we were just walking laps outside, and we saw this sophomore back up into a kid's car, and we were like, ah! You got in an accident! It was crazy. He was so mad, and he was like, you two don't even have your licenses. This type of stuff happens all the time.
This guy was in our grade?
He was a senior, and he got so pressed. We were just cracking jokes. We made one comment walking by, we were like, ha ha ha. And he was like, no, you come back here. Are you kidding me? Everybody gets in accidents. You guys don't even understand. So we were like, whatever, dude, chill out. So we walked away, and on the second lap, he was still there. And he was like, oh, you guys are back to laugh at me some more? And you're like, Jesus, dude, chill out. And it turns out that he's on the speech and debate team, and my friend on the speech and debate team sent him a picture of me. they were like in the car together, and I was like Snapchatting my friend, and he was sitting next to the kid that got in the accident, and he was like, dude, I hate that kid. Block that kid. Give me the phone. And he was like cussing me out over the phone because of like some passing joke I made about him getting in like a
fender bender. Like
not even that. There was no damage to the car.
Gosh. No, that's how it was. Like, I think I was backing up. And I was with my buddy, and he was like, yo, you're, like, really close. And he was like, no, wait, you're touching that car. Bent in my back, and then his was, like, just a little, it was, like, a paint damage. I think I paid him, like, $1,000.
Damn.
And then, yeah, no, that was way too
That's
expensive.
That's a
like,
lot.
Yeah, no, that hit. But it's over now. It's
Yeah, dude.
past. And, like, not an accident or anything.
No.
Just a little tap.
Doesn't count.
Dude, if you get in an accident, you gotta, like, call the police right away, and then, like, don't say it was your fault.
I know, yeah, you have to, like, use certain wording and stuff, too. It's, like, crazy. Yeah. Like, it's... The judicial system's kind of gnarly. I don't want to get into this crazy topic, but it is kind of crazy because you can't be like, you have to be, like, always put it on the other person and, like, never... It's gnarly, dude. I hate it.
Like, I saw this shirt, or my buddy was in Disneyland, and he sent me this picture, and it said, just because you didn't doesn't mean you're guilty. And it was like a law firm.
That's fire. That's horrible, though.
It had like a skull in the middle. It was like some tie-dye shirt.
That's kind of fire.
How did that guy sleep at night? With a big, what's that, Mike Myers line? It was like with a big pillow or like something like that.
Oh, I don't know. Like a baby. How do you sleep at night like a baby?
Like a baby.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's horrible stuff, dude. But it's cool.
Dude, driving? Like, sometimes driving's like, chill. Like,
it's relaxing on occasion.
But all other times, you realize how dangerous it is.
It's insane.
Like,
we're in explosive metal boxes going really fast towards each other. It's like horrible.
Like when you get on like one of those like 5 or like 7 lane roads.
Yeah.
Doing like 80 and you're like 3 feet from the cars next to you.
And it's like, my car's like old. Like I didn't even think about it. My car's like 30 years old. And it's like, just the concept. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll just be jamming. I got some music going. I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. And then I get a little too close to somebody. And I'm like, oh yeah, dude, this is a bomb. I'm in a really fast bomb next to a bunch of other really fast bombs right now. And you're like, ruins the whole joy of anything, dude. It's horrible.
Yeah. It is fun though.
It's so much fun, dude. Just ripping it down the street with no one's there. It's fire.
Or dirt road.
Oh yeah, dude, just
one of those back roads.
Seeing how fast you can go do a quarter mile and just like hoping there's nobody gonna come up.
I have buddies who have done like 140.
Seriously?
Like, yeah.
In what?
Like what?
In what?
Oh, just in like their Nissan.
Nissan nonsense.
Nissan nonsense. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think one of my friends has like a Jeep Compass.
What do you do? That's
like,
crazy.
Like just random commuters.
Just ripping it. It's so much fun.
Volkswagen Passat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are fast.
Those are quick, dude. They're not even slow. I had a friend. Dude, it sucked. He had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and like
those are nice.
One day we went to lunch. It's this red Jeep Grand Cherokee. It was like new. It was like 2019, and we we're like just ripping it. Like at lunch. Everybody else was coming back from lunch, and we had gotten like Chipotle. He was like, "I'm just gonna see how fast we can go." And he like we ripped like 100, but on like the road behind the school. Like
whoa,
people were there, and he was like, and he like stomped on the brakes before, and he was like drifting around the roundabout, and I was like, "This is sick." And like, of course, it was the dumbest thing ever. But like a few days later, he comes to class, and I was like, "Yo, are you trying to go to lunch again today?" And he was like, "Nah, bro, I rolled my car." And he was driving done. Yeah, dude. He was like, because of course he did, but he was like, "No, I was doing like 80, hit a corner too fast coming into my street." He rolled it like 3 times. And then he sent me a video and he was like, "Yeah, dude, look at this." And he rolled his car. It was insane. He was like, "My parents weren't even mad." What the fuck, dude? It was crazy, dude.
Dude, he's doing 80 like around a corner in a neighborhood.
In a private neighborhood, dude. It's
no
so
offense to your
funny.
buddy, but that is stupid.
It's so stupid. It's so
stupid.
funny.
Doing 140 on a straight. Okay, maybe. Like for like a second. Like that's still pretty stupid.
Right.
But like
seeing how fast you can go into your neighborhood.
Like
it's horrible.
Dude, whipping that fast around turns, rolling your car,
and the cinematography is
I
so high on those too. It's like they're not meant to do that at all. But
guys in an SUV.
That car was so much fun. I was like more mad than anything. We were like blasting French drill. He was, because we have French together. He was like, I've been listening to like French drill lately. Do you want to crank some of this? And we were just blasting like whatever French drill, just ripping it past like parks and stuff. It was horrible. But
wait, was he a senior?
No, he's in our grade.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people with the Grand Cherokee. It's like it's not quick unless you have the V8. It's not quick, but I think it is fast.
And you can get the superchargers in some of them too, and those are
fast.
Those are dumb. Yeah. I don't even. Yeah, those are crazy.
But the interior's nice.
I know they're so comfy, and they got like good. Yeah. It's a solid car, but it's like a Jeep, so yeah.
Dude, interior matters.
Yeah.
All the way.
Oh. It's cool.
The interior of my truck is not it.
I just got old cracked leather on everything, dude.
Dude, I got like ripped cloth, and then like, dude, the buttons on my radio are exploding. Dude, like, I'll like adjust the bass. It's one of those things where you push it in and then it comes out and then you tune it. Push it in, bing!
The whole thing pops out.
Yeah. So now I just got like that little metal.
Dude, that's insane. That's so funny. That's so horrible. Dude, like, no, my car's gnarly too. My mom crashed into a UPS truck and I got it for free. So she was like, I was like 14-ish. I had my permit. And she was like, yeah, you'll probably get this car. And then she like, I was at a friend's house and I came home. She's like, and I walk in the door and she's like, yes, you can just have that car. And I was like,
the Land Cruiser?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, is there a reason for this? And my dad's like, she crashed it into a UPS truck. And I go outside, there's a big, like, huge hole in the car. Because she backed it up into a UPS truck.
Oh, she backed? Okay, that's better.
And so it's like, and the one body panel and door that got messed up, it's like technically totaled, but the car runs fine. She's like, you can just have this. So like, that's fire. But like, that car, I don't even know. It has the smoker's package, and you know that it's like, you got to be a crazy person to get the smoker's package in your car, dude. Like, it's crazy. There's like cigarette holes in the ceiling, and I'd never use, like, I do not smoke, you know? But there's cigarette holes in the ceiling, and like, there's just weird things, like, the seat heater switches are flipped, and so like, what they're thinking is that either there were so many cigarette, like, burns in the seats that they had to take them out and replace them, or that it got total at one point. But it's like the right switch changes the left chair and the left switch changes the right chair. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Wait, like you said the seat heaters?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the switches on the console, they're like opposite.
Oh.
And it's like people are always switching off my seat heater. I don't know, stupid little stuff, you know?
Smoker's package.
Dude, they still make them too. That's the craziest part.
People vape.
That's okay.
Who smokes cigarettes?
That's what I'm saying, dude. If you're gonna be in your car and you need nicotine that bad, just vape. like honestly, you know how much you're depreciating the value of your car if you smoke in your car? It's crazy. And it's like,
dude, then that lingers. That ruins a car.
And it ruins your car. You lose so much money.
Vaping kind of ruins it too, but it's not as bad.
And you can clean out vaping. It's like smoking is like in there, you know? Like, my car is always going to smell a little funky because some, like, 60-year-old dude that hates his life got the smoker's package, you know?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, dude.
So that car is used.
Oh, yeah. Way used. Way used.
Like, you would be the third owner if your mom was the second?
At least, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. But, and I got one of those Bluetooth transmitter things.
Oh, with the radio?
Those are great, dude.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Sometimes it works great, and you're like, wow, I can't.
It actually doesn't sound that bad.
You're driving through trees, though?
That's what I'm saying.
Negative.
You're like driving through trees where like somebody else has one next to you, and it's like the whole thing is fried and nothing. Like it stops working for a bit.
It's just like.
Yeah, exactly.
Kanye starts sounding like, I don't know, like. Chris Stapleton. I don't know. It just doesn't sound right.
No, dude. I've been listening to mad music too. It's a good transition. Did you see that? That was a great transition right there.
It was good.
But yeah, I was like, I've been since the start of the year, me and my friends have been like giving each other albums to listen to. It's sort of like toned down now, but I was just listening to a lot of albums like every day, and it's like, can we talk about Ye for a sec?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. It sucks, dude. He's like,
his new stuff.
Okay, I hate his new music. I don't hate it. Wheels Fall Off was fine. And I thought some of the songs on Vultures 2 were fine. But it's like, it sucks that he's like a horrible person now. You know what I mean?
Because he makes such good music.
Because, dude, I've been listening to Life Apollo so much. Have you heard that album?
Yeah, that one's probably not my favorite, but that one's good.
It's not my favorite either, but it's like still dumb good. And he's like clearly so intelligent, and it like makes the story and themes of it is insane. And then he goes on YouTube and he goes on Twitter and he's like, I hate all my friends. I'm a horrible person. We need a race war now. And it's like, it takes away everything. Like, it's not cool anymore.
Dude, one of my buddies said he's gonna come out with a new album, or like he's gonna like produce one like a great album, like the best album he thinks. And then he's gonna kill himself.
Yeah, I've heard stories about that too.
That's crazy.
It's like totally a normal possibility.
And you know, like he went like on that like binge after he got in the car accident, you know,
right.
His jaw. He's like all about God and stuff. Now he's like opening his like porn film company. Dude,
that was insane, dude. I was
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, no, it's like I hope it's a bit. I hope he's like commenting, but like at this point it can't even be like a commentary in the industry. But like, dude, I was up snowboarding, so like I wasn't on my phone, and my friend who's like not super into that whole drama, like he's not a huge Kanye fan, he texted me and he's like, so Kanye's making porn now? And I was like, what? And I go on his Twitter and he's like, I'm starting a brand. And it's like, they're all in all caps and they're all spaced super weird. There's no punctuation on anything. He's like, I'm starting a new brand. If you want to be part of it, hit me up. And he's like, it's like crazy, dude. It's horrible.
Remember when he's running for president? And like all those people in Minnesota?
Of the votes too.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, okay. It is ridiculous that he did that. But
Didn't
it's
he
like,
think that like he won like Minneapolis or like he won?
He had 1% of the votes.
Yeah.
That's like, he is this like
or he
character.
won like a lot. I know a lot of people in Minnesota voted for him.
Yeah.
I think it was like someplace in Minneapolis.
Yeah, he won which is insane. It's like he had no policies, and like at that point he was on his like really showing to be a crazy person.
Yeah, like people were realizing, wow,
and he got 1% of the votes to run to be the president of the United States.
And this was after he went on Rogan, and Rogan brings up, so what's your policies? And he just goes,
yeah, he just tried to be funny.
And then he just loops it back to like the whole believe in God thing.
Yeah,
it started in the church. It's like he did.
And the fact that he had nothing, and that's insane. Like, it's like, dude, it sucks. It sucks that he's the worst now. He's my goat, but he's like.
I've gotten my mom to like him.
Really?
Yeah. Dude. We were driving to Salt Lake, and me and my sister were playing it. And at first she's like hating it.
Right.
Like we're skipping songs and stuff. And then I think Heartless came on.
Oh yeah.
Like one of his good songs. It might have been All the Lights, one from that album.
Yeah.
And she was like, "This is pretty catchy." And I was
yeah,
like, "I know." Like,
yeah.
He's an artist.
Yeah.
But sad what's happening to him.
It pisses me. He could have been like so good, and he just fell into like this horrible thing.
The
and,
Graduation album,
dude.
That's a work of art.
That dude and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is like my favorite album, and Yeezus is insane.
That's one of my favorites.
And it's like, I was like, I didn't ask for anything for my birthday. I asked for a snowboard stomp pad and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy vinyl. And my dad was like, "Why this one specifically?" And I was like,
"Cause it's good."
I was like, "Let me show you
5 to 7 good songs."
I put it on. I'm spinning it, and then we put on First track. Can we get much higher? And my dad was like at the end of it, he was like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "This is incredible, man. How did I miss out on this? When did this come out?" And I was like, 2013, 2014, I think.
It's 2018 is that.
I thought it was 20. Well, because Life of Pablo is like 2016, and the Jesus King is like 2018.
That one's older.
So it's like, it was just after graduation. Maybe it was 2010.
That's right.
Yeah, 2010. And he was like, "This has been out for 15 years, and I haven't heard a single song from this."
That's old.
It's so ahead of its time, too. It still holds up, and it's old as dirt.
I think that Heartless album, I don't know what that's called. I think that's 11 or 12.
808s and Heartbreaks was just before that. So it was like 09, I think. Because it was Dropout, Registration, Graduation, 808s, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus, maybe Yay or Jesus
Is Yeezus the one with the CD?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good. Like
Yay or Jesus King, and then Life of Pablo, and then Donda 2. Dude, I remember I skipped class to listen to the Donda 2 release party. I was in 8th grade, and I was like, I gotta listen to it. I was like, I thought it was gonna be good. And like, I go on YouTube, and there's Marilyn Manson sitting on the giant stage of his old house. And I was like, damn, man, I'm gonna get unexcused tardy because I skipped to listen to this. Sucks, dude.
I saw this video on Instagram today. It was like how it was a video of how Sabrina Carpenter's music sounds, and it was like this like
boiled chicken.
Yeah. Like the mayonnaise and jelly bean sandwich.
Yeah.
Dude, but Yandi, the unreleased one.
Dude. Oh.
You thought we were cooked?
I thought that there was like a mouse coming in here. But yeah, dude.
That would have made this really interesting.
Made it really funny. There was no video, and it's just us like chasing a mouse. Dude. No, Yandi sucks. It like, and I know that a lot of the songs off Yandi went to other albums, so
it's
like
weird.
We still got some of it, but it's like sometimes I think that if we got Yandi, we wouldn't be going through. I don't think COVID would have happened if we got Yandi. I think something would have changed with the world. But it's like, it's whatever, man.
What do you think about Vultures and Vultures 2?
Okay.
Like Carnival. And what's that one? That one from Vultures 2 that's like literally a mimic of Carnival.
Like,
like Kayden
Field Trip. It's like Field Trip, I think.
Yeah, Kayden sent me it. I was like, this is Carnival. Like,
I know it sucks, dude.
Not it.
And it's half of it's AI, but yeah.
Yeah.
I got Vultures 1. I woke up. I saw that it was on sale on Apple Music. I got it. I paid $5 to get it an hour and a half earlier on Apple Music, and I listened to it twice. And I was like, I don't know, dude. I was mad. But like,
that's not him. It's changed a lot.
I know when it's all AI and it's like Ty Dolla Signs and it's just about, I don't know. I hate it. But some of the songs are growing on me for sure.
That made Dolla Sign big. Dolla Sign and that other guy, like, and now they're featuring all of the new songs.
Because Ty Dolla Sign has always been in the game, but yeah, like, because he was the only one that stuck with Kanye when he was going crazy. And it's like, Ty Dolla Sign I just feel like it was because he was like, oh, Kanye, this is still Kanye, this is still Ye. And I think he was like, even if he is crazy, I can still get famous off of him. Because like, Ty Dolla Sign was in like XXL Freshman stuff. Like, he wasn't super underground or anything, but I think that he saw his opportunity, took it, and he mooched a little bit off of Kanye for sure.
But now he's featuring other songs that Kanye isn't in.
Yeah.
Kanye might produce it, but
he's definitely gained a lot off of those couple albums.
Was Kanye Taylor Swift's producer?
No, he just made her famous.
Oh, was he the one that backstabbed her?
No, I don't really know about that whole thing, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's nonsense.
Because he made a song about her. I don't know.
To all the Southside people that...
You knew it? Dude, that's a deep track.
What?
Yeah. Dude,
that's great. I made that thing famous. Yeah.
Oh, is that Life of Pablo?
Yeah.
Is that song? Okay, I thought it was another one. But
no, that one, yeah. Well, it's because, I don't know, there's a whole lot of stuff in that whole deal. But a lot of his reasoning is that because he went up on the VMAs and he did the whole, I'm gonna let you finish. That whole thing is him arguing, amongst other things, is him being like, well, yeah, you wouldn't have Taylor Swift, the biggest artist in the world, if I didn't put her on. And it's like a crazy statement. You know?
You wouldn't have Kanye if you didn't have Jay-Z.
Right. Which is also insane to think about. And like, I mean, we've been talking about Kanye for a minute, but he's like my favorite artist. And it's like, it is crazy. We went from Kanye like following Jay-Z around, trying to get famous off of him.
Back in like 04.
Yeah. And then being like, I'll make beats for you for free, whatever. To like Kanye being bigger than Jay-Z, arguably.
Oh, yeah.
And like complete realm of his own. It went from him calling him Big Brother to them making a whole album as equals is like insane. As like a story, it's fire.
You know, Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z got in trouble with Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
During the whole...
And
he was there with...
And they dropped the case, too, which is, like, sketchy a little bit, you know?
There's an HBO documentary on Sean Combs, Diddy.
Yeah.
And, like, you realize that almost all the music you hear, he's had a hand in.
It's just because he knows people, yeah.
Yeah.
And
but
he's the Illuminati.
He's been messing people up.
I know, dude.
A long time.
It's horrible.
Like his neighbors, they interviewed his neighbors, and he was like, "Yeah, no, that guy is insane.
He just beats women all the time. He's horrible.
He's beating everybody up.
He's beating everybody up.
Just walks into buildings and hits people.
And he's beating people up. It's insane.
Do you think of that? So he's not like his independent stuff isn't good, but the people that he has sponsored and like the things he's sampled,
it's crazy.
That's incredible.
I know, and it's insane. And he's just this gross little pervert dude.
When you think of him, do you think of the picture of him with the aviators and like the dark back, like his album cover?
I think of the picture of the documentary where he's like, I guess there's no picture on the thing, but you
might have to find it and put it on there.
Yeah. That's all I think of. I don't know, dude. I never liked Diddy, so it's like not too difficult for me to be like, oh yeah, he's a gross dude and he's going to jail. It's like, I can't feel that bad about it, you know?
I feel like that goes to show you, like, when you put on such a brave face and you, like, push everybody around and, like, all serious and stuff, when you do fall, everybody makes fun of you, and you can't do anything about that.
Karma goes back to you for sure.
Now he's just a joke.
Yeah. He became this, like, scaring everybody, this, like, dictator of, like, the Hollywood scene and, like, music to, like, something people use as a stand-in for like a gross person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's insane. And it's fire.
Like Diddy Party, like that's a joke.
Yeah, that's like a gross, weird, gnarly stuff you got going on.
Like baby oil or like
right, exactly.
While you think of him,
became a joke now, and I think that's good.
But I think
that's good.
Jay-Z went under the rug during that whole thing.
Yeah,
like
because
but he was there
about all of it. Yeah, he was there the whole time. He probably funded a lot of it. And they were like best friends. And then miraculously the case got dropped on him.
Do you know the beef between Nas and Jay-Z? You know, I think that's fake, right? Or they did that for...
I think a lot of that stuff is fake. I think that there is, especially in New York rap, especially at that time, there's just there has to be competition. But I do think a lot of it is artificial. To just be like, you know, we'll pretend to hate each other, and then we'll both get a little bit of fame out of it, type of deal, you know.
Except for that Biggie and Tupac, that was real.
That
because people getting killed.
Yeah.
Over that.
And
that was
Diddy's
insane.
part of that too. This goes deeper.
That and that guy in L.A.
Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gnarly stuff, dude.
I think he's in prison now.
And then he like admitted to killing him, but he might not have. It's weird.
And that was late because before I think he admitted to kill him. Before he admitted to, my cousin was like, "Oh yeah, no, it was him."
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's good."
It's for sure him.
Yeah.
But it might have been Diddy, dude. Diddy might have done it.
Oh yeah, what if Biggie tried to leave and Diddy?
No, bro, we gotta oil you up. Yeah, dude, it's gnarly. All whole stuff is gnarly, and it's like, I don't know, puts a bad taste in my mouth. All of it.
Making like music is like a business. It's so weird.
That has got to be my least favorite thing, and it's like, you see that. It's like such a crazy thing.
Buying a sound or like sampling a track.
It's such an insane thing to me that like brands own colors even is like so crazy to me.
What?
Yeah, like Tiffany Blue and like Hot Wheels owns like a certain color, and like Crayola owns the copyright of the smell of their crayons. It's like
That's
insane.
garbage.
It's crazy to me, and it's like the whole like the government backing stuff during the Cold War, like just that is so crazy to me, and like
Oh man, I hate that.
I know.
Buying a smell.
yeah, it's insane, right?
I don't like to think about this stuff. Like thinking deeply about like politics and
It's horrible.
these people that
Yeah,
get the fame. Like
it's gross, dude.
I don't like thinking about it.
No, it
I
puts
try
a
to
taste
run
in your
away
mouth.
from it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Gosh.
On a lighter note, you been playing any video games lately?
Honestly, I don't game at all. I usually watch TV.
Yeah, I respect that.
You watch Ozark?
No, I'll be real with you. I haven't been watching a lot of TV. I'll watch a movie on occasion, and it's horrible of me. It's frying my attention span. But I just watch mad YouTube, dude. I just watch mad
Yes.
video documentaries about stuff I don't care about off YouTube.
I could look at videos on YouTube probably all day.
I have done that. I think I've been doing that today. Like it's
today.
horrible. Yeah.
And is your mom in your ear the whole time saying you're wasting your day?
It, my dad comes in. He's like, "So what are you doing today?" I was like, "I'm just chilling." He's like, "Are you gonna do anything?" And I'm watching this documentary about some like YouTuber who turned out to be a groomer or something. I don't care at
Whoa.
all, you know.
Do you watch Meat Canyon?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Me and Kate used to be real into Meat Canyon. We used to watch all this stuff.
I've been watching some of his stuff. He's probably one of my favorites.
He's
I
pretty
like him
funny.
a lot. One thing I'm noticing about the new ones are the ones after. So you know how he came out and said like, do not expect a video from me every week, and ever since, I mean, he's still having good products like Costco guys.
Yeah.
We're Costco guys.
Yeah.
I hate that. But or the Bugs Bunny one, or I think Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh, Ozempic.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the Ozempic one? There's so many. But or even some of those Melvin's Macabre.
Mm-hmm.
They get worse quicker.
Yeah.
Like there used to be like in the Family Guy Cutaway. I think that was one of the first ones I saw. That one's like 5 years old now. That one's old. It kind of like progressively became like it starts out weird,
Right. But it gets
But
grosser and grosser.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the Bugs Bunny one. It just started out weird.
Yeah.
Like
I
it just
think
started out kind of gruesome and.
that's just because of like attention spans now. Like I know what you're talking about. I think it's because like he got this fame and it's like, oh, look at this weird, gross cartoon style.
Like LeBron's guy on.
Right,
It's
yeah,
like in your
exactly.
face first.
And people just like started to expect that from him. And it's like in order to stay relevant, he just had to do that straight away just so there could be that YouTube clip, that like Instagram clip of like the grossest part of the video, and he just wanted that to happen as soon as possible. And it's like, I don't know. I get what you're saying. It's like, you know what I mean? It is a gross YouTube video, but it still shows like things are kind of going downhill, you know?
Yeah. You seen the Taylor Swift ones? Like the one where Travis Kelce tells Patrick Mahomes on the field, like, I think I'm gonna break up with Taylor, and then it goes to Taylor like through this line of white girls up to the box, and then she like yells in his face, and yeah,
That's fire.
no, it was a great video.
No.
Gosh, do you game a lot though?
Nah, I really only like play video games if people want me to. You know, usually I'm just doing my own thing, and then if somebody hits me up and they're like, "Do you want to play whatever?" I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." And I got this game called Balatro. It's like poker weird game, dude. I love me a fake card game. Those are like my favorites.
Some of those weird games you buy for like $10 off of that.
End up being
Off
great.
of the shop, yeah, great. You
Yeah.
know, Xbox. I've heard Xbox is joining with Sony.
Yeah, I
They're
saw that.
getting
because they're just turning into like a publisher deal, and they gave Sony all of their exclusives, but then they're gonna like buy a part of Steam or something like that, so that Xbox also gets PlayStation exclusives or something. It's like making moves, dude. They're making moves. Something big's coming.
And I mean, the PS5 was much bigger than the One X.
Oh yeah, and I think they were like they knew that they had to change something.
People wanted the air freshener more than a new refrigerator.
Exactly. Exactly.
Dude, we have a minute to go before storage runs out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Damn.
We've been talking for 35 minutes. So what's the end note? What's the moral or the message that you
moral
send
of the
out?
story? Do what you want in life. Don't get caught up in Diddy parties. Don't get caught up in what people want you to do. And don't buy Nissan nonsense. Thanks for listening.